Take advantage of the Boxing King Media discount at BYD Sheffield. You can get this amazing car for £269 per month with a £269 deposit. Details in the description.
Boxing King Media powered by BYD. Sonny Edwards straight off the commentary, straight into an interview. So how cold are you first? Can you feel your toes?
Do you know what? I was cold all night, yeah, but as the main event got closer, it got a bit warmer in here. And as soon as everyone left, it has gone freezing, I can't lie.
What's it like in the ring, do you reckon? Because this place is really cold. Obviously, we're stood on ice.
Nice. It's probably nice, because as soon as you start sweating, you've got something cooling you down. It's what you want. You know what I mean? You don't want to overheat.
Fair play, man. Let's jump straight into the main event. A lot of hype. Obviously, had a big build-up. I've got to ask you your brutally honest opinion on Pat Brown.
I thought it was tremendous today. I thought he really was. I thought his opponent was tough and game. Didn't offer the most in offence, but landed some shots. He took them well. He was setting about a demolition job from the moment the fight started, really, till the end, without getting too carried away and just loading up. But yeah, I thought the power was nice, the reactions was nice, the counters, the head, the body shots, the hooks, the uppercuts, the straights. I thought he showed a very well-rounded competitor, definitely a bright prospect. I can see why people are really excited about him. I said on comms, I said on the studio after, and I'm only saying it because I manage him, but there's a fight that I want to see him in. Not maybe right yet. Sam Jones already said he doesn't want it. So Iman Zatmakesh, and it's actually a rematch of the ABA finals. Pat Brown won. However, go watch it. Iman didn't take a backward step, is all I'm saying. And can you imagine someone being in the ring with Pat Brown for 3 rounds and Pat not coming forward, going back the whole 3 rounds? Can you imagine that? Go watch it. Good fight. Now let's imagine it over 10 rounds.
Some of the stuff people online were saying he looked great going forward, but he took a lot of shots on a debut.
And that's why, because he was going forward. I promise you, when he sits off, he's a bit patient and throws his hands there, he's tremendous. Today he was trying to do a set about him job. I should be way better than him. I'm going to show it. If he sits off and he's patient, he's a tremendous fighter. Honestly, a really, really good fighter. And yeah, like I said, go and watch that fight. If you want to see him on the back foot, and obviously he won the fight. He beat Iman, my fighter. He's fighting tomorrow in Gibraltar, and I'll be there. But yeah.
Well done, Jordan Flynn. I thought you put up a really good fight in the first half, and then Cameron kind of took over. What did you think?
Yeah, I think he was doing well. I thought he won the first round. I thought the next 2 were close. Could have kind of went either way with them, and then I think Cameron just started to slowly take over, finding the target. The knockdown obviously made it a 10-8 round. I thought Jordan maybe had 1 round after that, but what kind of just started creeping into it is Jordan was using a lot of energy just trying to get to the target and not getting there enough, where Cameron wasn't using much energy, just picking shots as he was doing it. And then, unfortunately, I think when a couple of shots landed, maybe buzzed him a little bit. Jordan, a long-term friend of mine, a kid that I can remember being 11, 12 years old in schoolboy finals with, being 14, 15-year-old, boxing for Repton together, being at the Steel City over the last couple of years before he moved and I moved. And yeah, he's been a long-term friend of mine, so I was buzzing for him for the opportunity. It's been great that his career's definitely had a big push throughout this whole sort of saga. Gutted for him tonight though, but the better fighter won today. And it's not an excuse, it sounds like an excuse, but Jordan's never been a 1-3-5 fighter. He came up for Cameron originally, and then Cameron went up, came back down, but he's really a 130 fighter, so he will be going back down.
2 quick opinions. I don't think you've done anything. Have you reacted to anyone with regards to Sonny? Multitasking, mate, you can do all sorts. Chris Eubank Jr., have you spoke to anyone about that 100k fine? I haven't seen anything from you online in the last few weeks.
Yeah, a couple of questions, but
what would you make? A fair fine?
I don't care, man. I really don't. They're earning probably 15, 20 million each or something. Like, once they clear all the sponsors and clear all everything else that comes, and probably the documentary that gets made around this, and yeah, man, he can take a little 100k hit, definitely. But at the same time, I don't know, man. So I'm a boxer, right? We're encouraged. No, I never got fined. Guess what? Let's go further than that. I never even had a point taken off in a boxing ring about fighting. You know what I mean? Never. But you know, we're encouraged so greatly to sell the fight. If you're not selling the fight, why are you a professional boxer? Why are you not entertaining? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Oh, they did this, and look at all of that. Like, there needs to be just, I don't know, we either have really strict, that if anyone does anything, anyone touches anyone, anyone slaps anyone, then it's big drama show, or it's kind of free-for-all as long as the security goes and as long as the fight still happens. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way I see it. It's too much like, oh, for this case we'll do it this. Like, but even like the drugs, like look at Liam Cameron, 4-year ban for allegedly having a recreational drug in his system, and he appealed it. 4 years. Yet people that have been actually banned for stuff less than that, didn't get banned, dodged it, 6 months, but because they're superstars. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a bit like, it's the inconsistency for me, because really it just kind of boils down to, there's going to be old, typically men around room some point, and the ones that they like get through, the ones that they don't. And where's the fairness in that? I know world champions that have been able to defend world titles failing drugs tests, and other people that have been stripped of everything they've had for failing a drugs test, but not even for performance-enhancing drug. So it's the inconsistency for me. If a slap's a slap and a slap's okay, why does it matter if an egg's in the face? Has anyone else got a 100k fine recently? I don't know. I just think there should be some less grey area, more consistency. If you're going to fine everyone every time that happens, then fine everyone every time something like that happens. If we're only going to do it at certain points, let's just leave it and let's just give the boxers kind of like a free reign of, oh, you're promoting a fight, you know what I mean? And as long as both fighters get in the ring and no one pulls out, then that should be it. I
want to get your opinion on Paddy Donovan getting the IBF to rule that the fight's got to happen again. You was quite outspoken on it. Was it a right decision by the IBF?
I don't really think it was the IBF's decision, to be honest. Are you going to the Hilton? You know, the IBF, they would have sat down and had a conversation with the promoters, with the managers, everyone involved, and probably made the most sense to do this fight again. You know, promotionally wise, managerial wise, probably career wise, really. I know Billy Nelson's not too happy because obviously they had a world title shot lined up next, but them world title shots, they're never promised immediately or whenever you want them. Something can always happen, and I would like to see that fight again. I thought the damage started swaying it really early. I thought tactics that Paddy was getting away with allowed him to have a much bigger advantage through the fight, and he didn't lean up or ease up on the fouls he was doing throughout the fight, to the point of the worst one he did ended the fight. Both shots he threw were completely after the bell. There was a little one and then a big one, and they were both after the bell. I was on comms. However, he was definitely winning the fight and winning it quite clearly, so I guess that's controversial enough for the IBF to see it. Maybe the IBF disagreed with the referee's ruling. Maybe they just thought, look, it was so close and it was controversial with it being a disqualification. Maybe you shouldn't go from being half knocked out and then winning by disqualification to getting a world title shot. Maybe that's more their angle than anything, because even though Crocker was the winner, he didn't really look like it, you know what I mean?
Last question I've got for you. Derek Chisora is mandated by the IBF to fight Daniel Dubois. You like that fight or not?
Unless it's Leo Atang or Adedeji Adegbola, I don't really care about the heavyweights.
Sonny, it's a pleasure. I bet you're proud of being IBF champ, because them guys don't mess about. And you had that belt for a while. You fought all your mandatories and you lost your bloody ring as well. Any news on that?
Oh yeah, I've been promised a new one by the IBF president. Yeah. So that's coming. That's in the post somewhere. But yeah, massively proud of being an IBF champion. Massively proud of being the #1 in the division for over 2 years, rated by the Ring magazine. Massively proud of a lot of my accomplishments, in all honesty. But that's in the past now. Now we're looking at the future. I'm really excited for all the other sides I'm doing. I'm enjoying the comms. I'm enjoying the media work, small talk. I'm managing about 10 fighters now. There's more and more coming constantly, and if anything, I'm finding it hard to commit to as many fighters as I'd want to, just because, look, it takes a lot of time, but really enjoying it. Like I said, I've got Iman Zakmakesh, maybe a future opponent. He's been a past opponent of Pat Brown, maybe a future one, especially now, Queensbury, Matchroom, DAZN, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what it is? It's just boxing. I like connecting good people to good opportunities, and look, you might not be getting the build-up of what Pat Brown is getting, but no, you're getting the storyline, you'll get some of it. And look, it was the ABA final. Come on, let's have the fight, boys. What are we talking about? But Sam Jones already told me that, yeah, the fight's not happening, which I don't know why, because Pat beat like it, so I don't know why. But I do like Pat, good lad, very good lad.
Any pleasure as always, thank you very much.